counties.
Just refer to Mr. Weinholt. Mr. Weinholt, do you have any suggestions for a target?
I would say that a good goal would be the number or percentage of kids we're going to move from the 3 range to the 4 range. Because in ELA at the middle school, we have a large population compared to other counties in the state that scored at a 3, and we're close to a 4, which is passing, but are not quite there. That makes us kind of unique in the state. It's kind of exciting to see that because it means that by adjusting instruction and focusing on that group specifically, like each school is doing, we might see a lot of growth there. Other than that, you know, we're getting used to the assessment. One of the challenges is taking it online, which is different for everyone. So we're adapting to that. This is my 3rd in my career with Carroll County major test change. And I know that, as Mr. Johnson said, as you get a little bit more used to the assessment and what it demands, scores naturally bump.
Right.
But I can tell you that PARCC has rigorous standards, and we are focusing across the county in writing. We noticed that compared to the PARCC scores, not so much the state scores, but the PARCC average, our writing was not as strong across the middle school. So we are addressing that specifically in our curriculum this year coming up, and we'll continue to do that. So we are wondering how that will improve our scores as well. Writing is about 50% of the test, score overall, so that was our immediate area to take some action.
Is that writing in response to reading something? Or?
It is. And traditionally in the past with MSA, I can tell you that students, the quality of what students had to write was not very rigorous. And a lot of what we focused on in ELA was the form of writing, the coherence of writing, writing well. And what we did that was kind of a disservice in terms of this instrument was you could pick a wide variety of topics. So if you think back to the functional writing test, for example, or even the essay component of the SAT, you think of a scenario, you supply the details, and the measure is how well can you write coherently and focus on a topic and be unified. This has the additional component that students have to process multiple readings.
And do more synthesis and some
Yes.
higher level thinking before they're doing
Yes,
the writing.
and the evidence from that they synthesize has to be in their writing to support their claim. So that has taken writing to a new level for us. That's one of the reasons why we've aligned ourselves with social studies, because that is a content that typically relies heavily on that. So that's been different. That's been an adjustment for ELA at the middle school level.
So